Hello, everybody. Wow, we've got a full house. Officially sold out. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Please make welcome the Max Grinchuk Big Band, who's playing Eraser Description in our Volume 2 Jazz Flip. So make sure you stay on for the other half of that flip and have lots of fun.
And welcome to the MG Big Band Eraser Description Jazz Flip Volume 2. We are MG Big Band, and tonight we'll be performing some brand spanking new arrangements from Eraser's latest album, Waves. So please grab a drink from the bar, sit back and relax. Good evening. Thank you all so much for being here. I know I already said hi, but this is like the proper hi, not the showman hi. That was a tune called 3 on the Floor from our wonderful friends Eraser Description. So give them a round of applause for writing such a great tune. And for writing such a great album. This next one we're going to move on with is another one from the album. I'm just going to say it's all from that album, so I'll stop saying that. This next one is titled Waves. This is the title track of the album. Yeah. Here we go. Waves. Thank you. That one featured the incredible Tom Voss on the trombone. And also, Where Are My Manners? The first tune featured Jordan Noble on the alto saxophone, Emil Riek on the tenor saxophone, and Sophie Wilkinson on the baritone saxophone. All the kinds of saxophone. Except the sop that Jack will now feature on this next tune. So this project is the Volume 2. For some of you who might have been lucky enough to be here for Volume 1. Was anyone here? Yeah, nice. You can actually check that show out on YouTube. The mixes came out really nice, and I filmed the footage, so you can actually relive that wonderful experience. It's up on YouTube. I will also probably share it on Facebook at some point, so you can follow my music page to find all that. Anyway, but so the way this whole thing came about originally, I will talk for a bit now. Sorry, guys. I was once at a casino gig where Dave and Eraser were playing. Not just Dave, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. Eraser were playing, and it was about 4 people in the crowd. It was one of those, standard Sunday Arvo, no one there gigs. But they were just going at it, they were smashing some tunes out, and I was like, all I could hear was how this would sound in a big band. So I harassed Dave to do this gig, and I was just like, I want to arrange your stuff, and they kind of went, and I guess we'll do your stuff on the side as well. So it ended up being like a nice little to and fro. And then when they released their next album, I was like, well, it's got to happen again. And this time around, it's actually been a lot more challenging. They've stopped writing in 4, once again, except for this next tune. All their stuff's in either 3 or 5 or 6. Yeah, it's good. We've had a lot of fun playing it, and hopefully it's equally as much fun to listen to. So this next one we're going to play is called Bada Boom. This is going to, like I said, feature Jack Degenhart on the soprano saxophone. Woo! And also Mr. Benjamin Finnis on the guitar. As well as half the rest of the band just doing little bits of soloing as well. And guys, this is open at the solo. We had one rehearsal, sorry. Open at the solo section, and then G 2 times. Remember, before H, we double back for Ben's solo. And then a big finish. All right, here we go. For anyone who's heard the album Waves by Razor Description, that was exactly how it went down right at the end there. So, but please, if you have not heard this album, do check it out. It is amazing. Check out their first album as well. Check out our new album that we're actually launching tonight. So we recorded a studio album version of the first COMA Flip gig back in 2019, and then COVID happened, and then we ended up recording my other sort of proper jazz album, and this one went on the back burner a little bit, but tonight we will be launching it, / I'll be selling CDs just after the gig, so you can come and grab a copy of that one. It's $15 for that one. I also have copies of the album we launched on the 24th, my proper jazz one. That one's $20, but if you get both, you can get them both for $30. So yeah, it's a bargain, and I do have one of those square, PayPass reader thingies, so you don't need cash. It's preferable, but I'll take your money anyway. Yes, Sam. Cool. Oh, this is just flying by. It does. We're going to move on to the next tune on the album. This one's titled Big Nolan. Dave, I'm not going to hand the mic to you, but pretty much the gist of it was that a guy messaged the Eraser Description Facebook page being like, hey, Nolan, I think you'll really like this ebook. Yeah, it was just some ebook. And so they wrote a tune dedicated for Nolan, yeah. I thought it would have been to the guy who sent you the message, but that's probably fair, yeah. So this one's called Big Nolan. The cool thing about this one when on the album is that they kind of do like a detune thing where they tune up through the track. So we're gonna, that's just like that. So we're gonna try and do that with a live band here with a bit of a speed up and a bit of a detune. See if you can pick when it happens. Pretty subtle. This one's Big Nolan, and this is going to feature Degs on the sop again and Emil on the tenor. And the trumpets have also been practicing their double tonguing for this one, so look out for that one. Cool. That actually brings us to the last tune of the set. I know, right? I'll give you one more story there. The first time we did the gig, Sammy's excited. The first time we did the gig, I mentioned it to Dave, and then we gestated the idea, and I started writing a chart. So pretty much like, we together gestated it. It took about 9 months, actually, funnily enough. And so I had the first chart, written 9 months before, and then as the gig got closer and closer, I got most of it done, and then pretty much 3 months out from the gig, everything was ready to go. We were ready to rehearse. We did 2 rehearsals. It was all organized. And this time around, we booked the date pretty early, but then, a bit older, a bit busier, more stuff going on. Got to feed mouths. just bunnies. I'm. But then, funnily enough, in November, we went into that lockdown. Did everyone remember that? It was meant to be 6 days, and this was 6 days. I'm like, sweet, I'm gonna get some charts done. This is gonna be great. And so I started working on the charts, and I started all 5 at once. I was really in the zone. I was just working bit by bit. I probably got about 10-15% of each one done, and then day 3 kicked in, and suddenly this guy lied. And we're back out into the open. We have to go back to work, and I'd already checked out at that point. And so these charts then from November went on the back burner. I did not do anything on them because of the other launch, and I was doing some video editing and other stuff. And so then 6 weeks out from the gig, I was like, I actually need to start writing these charts. So these ones actually came out a lot quicker than last time, but I just thought that would be a fun story to tell. So, oh no, Max, they don't sound like they were done in 6 weeks. They sound great. They sound like you planned it out. Yeah, applause. Okay. Thanks, guys. So if you, thank you for the one person who almost went and started that. So if you like the tunes, please feel free to buy the album of the first tune, so then that can fund us recording these new tunes. So yeah, that was the story arc here. Wasn't very cohesive, but it's kind of like Tenet. You got watch the stream back a second time, and you'll understand what I was saying. Cool. All right, so we're gonna finish off with a tune, the final tune off their album. I think this was the single that they released after the first single. This was the second single. This one's titled 5. But before I do that, I'm gonna introduce this wonderful band on stage with me. The Trumpet Section: Josh Schnauth, Sam Hicks, Sam Eads, and my name is Max Grinshook. The trombones: Cass Pope, Alex Taylor, Aaron Deanshaw, Thomas Voss. On the saxes: Sophie Wilkinson, Christina Guala, Jack Degenhardt, Jordan Noble, and Emil Rioch. And in our rhythm section, Dave Goodwin on the keys, Benjamin Finnis on the guitar, Bonnie Away on the bass, on the 5-string headless bass. I don't know, I'm getting weirdly specific. And the drum kit, Mr. Sam Miller. Also, a massive thank you to COMA for letting us put this on, to Emily on the door, to Marty on sound. I actually didn't thank you the last time we did a big band gig, which was 18 months ago, and I felt so bad about it this entire time. So this is a huge double thank you, Marty, on sound. Thanks. This one is 5. Thank you, and please stick around for Erase the Description plays tunes off of the album that we just released with the big band, it is my jazz album. It's the real one. So anyway, this is 5. Thank you so much. Stick around for set number 2.
Keep it going. For the MG Big Band. Don't go too far or not further than the bar anyway. But do let us know if you have to leave, because some people would love your seat. We'll see you shortly.